We're here to talk tournaments, service, the fishing industry, and of course, the Armed Forces Fishing League. Welcome to the Sunday SITREP, the official podcast of the AFFL, where service meets the water and competition becomes connection. Remember, it's not just a tournament, it's a brotherhood. What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the 29th episode of the Sunday SITREP, our second one of 2026. And I think we got a fun one planned tonight. How are things in the Northeast there, Nick?
We're getting snow dumped on us like you wouldn't believe right now. So we're supposed to get about 2 feet. I think they're saying like 18 to 24 inches. So
dang,
and it's cold, single digits, below zero wind chills. So
oof. We were it's been cold here, not that cold, but it's been South Carolina cold in the 20s, and we haven't hit the teens yet, but it's weird. It was 20 something degrees yesterday with a feel like in the teens, and then today been in the low 30s, feel like in the 20s. No, this morning it was in the 20s again, feeling like the teens, and then tonight overnight. Like everything was frozen this morning. We got a bunch of rain and ice and sleet. And then in the morning, like overnight tonight, it's supposed to be in the 40s. Like throughout the night, it's supposed to consistently get warmer and get in the 40s, which hopefully the weatherman's right, because it literally was just monsooning outside for about 20 minutes.
40s for a while.
Yeah. I just want consistency. Like if you're going to give me cold, give me cold for not this back and forth stuff. But yeah, I mean, definitely truck this morning was like completely frozen shut. I had to pour water over it to get dip out of the center console, like to get my door open. It was frozen solid. First time I've had that in a long time down here. But yeah, it seems like, oh yeah, ice up in Spartansburg. Yeah, I heard they're a little further north than us. And then 10 inches. Goodness.
I blew 10 inches in my driveway. Reword that one, Mike.
Yep. Goodness. And PG-13 podcast tonight, I guess. I don't even know where this is. QC. Where are you at? Is that Canada?
In Trio Rivas. I couldn't tell you.
Is that short for Quebec?
I don't even know where he is. Where's Justin right now?
Yeah, what's happening?
We are, Bob. We're moving on.
Yeah, moving on. All right. So we got a good show tonight. We're going to talk about fantasy fishing. We're going to kind of dive in pretty deep. I'm going to kind of go over my picks. I don't know if Nick and our guests are going to go over theirs. I haven't done the Drain the Lake and the other game yet. I'm going to do some more research on those, but I kind of did some research on the anglers and the different pools, and I'll kind of explain to you guys, if you're new to fantasy fishing, kind of like my thought process behind how I make my picks. And it's been a couple of years since I've really dove into it like I am this year again. But we'll go over that pretty deep. Probably talk some fishing in between. I mean, we're going to be on the Gunnersville topic, so I'm sure we'll talk about the national championship and fishing and all that, and these beautiful people down at GTO, right there in Goose Pond. I mean, I know Nick is just as thankful as I am, if not more, of how well we were treated at our national championship in October. I mean, that gentleman there, I couldn't believe the hospitality they gave us. They were so awesome. And great tackle store, great food in the mornings and in the afternoons, and just the hospitality was amazing.
I gained 10 pounds from eating biscuits and gravy every
No kidding. I was smashing breakfast burritos every morning. It was fun. And they got it right when they got Texas Pete and Frank Red's Hot on the table in the morning for the breakfast burritos. Like, they're doing it right down there. It was pretty good. But so there it is. He is in Quebec. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is it Quebec or Quebec?
Quebec.
I don't know. It's not America. It doesn't matter. I'm just kidding for the folks that have families there. It's a joke. All right, we need to dial it back a little bit. A little unhinged tonight so far. But yeah, so let's get it started. If you are new to the show and haven't watched with us, we do a giveaway. We're doing t-shirts, and we have our monthly t-shirt that we revealed last week. So if you want a chance to win that, make sure you like, share, and comment hashtag #SITREP for a chance to win. Make sure you put it just like I've got it right there on the screen. Hashtag #SITREP, no other words, nothing else, and make sure you actually put the hashtag and put D there. One of the biggest things I always see is people just put hashtag SITREP. It has to have D for the little gonculator thing to count it and get your entry in. So go ahead and do that now, and we'll get the ball rolling. Anything else you want to dive into, Nick, before we dive into the show?
No, we'll start with that other stuff and just kind of roll with it.
Let it roll. So with us today is Mr. Tony. He fishes up there. He fishes the New Hampshire League with you, right?
Yes.
Okay. But from Boston, and makes a trip up and potentially bringing on Massachusetts this year, right?
Next year.
This year, but getting the ball rolling this year and getting it all figured out and squared away.
Yeah.
Right. Been fishing with us since day one, been to all the nationals, and he's always on here talking. So if you ever see Johnny Rico, that's who we got, Mr. Tony Bellisimo. Did I say it right?
Yep, you did. Good enough.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm struggling with names. But welcome. So Tony is Bob Franchette's partner. I hope I said your name right as well. I struggle.
Yeah, you butchered that.
Did it? How do you say it?
Bob Frechette.
Frechette.
Bob Big Fish Frechette.
Frechette. I don't know why I wanted to put an N in it like Frenchette. But I mean, great gentleman. We talked pretty good bit down there on the national championship. Came over to fly drone over you guys for a little bit and flipping docks on Gunnersville like you should. I mean, I feel like if you go to Gunnersville, you got to flip docks and be around them, out there fishing the grass around them.
Did you find any fish on the docks?
Make no mistake, it was all for show. That's all it was. It was all for show.
Yep. But you've been fishing with us since day one, right? The first New Hampshire season, right?
Second New Hampshire season.
Oh, second New Hampshire season. That's right. That's right.
Myself and Bob came on this second year. The first year we knew about it, and me and Bob really didn't. We should have connected on it. We both had the same idea, but never verbalized it. And then finally, after the first season, me and Bob talked about it and got in touch with Nick and jumped on the second season. And here we are now. What's this, going into our third season with you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all were so we've only had 2 national championships. Y'all were at the first one and the last one. And great gentlemen, great teams. And we appreciate you taking on what you're doing with the fantasy fishing this week or this year. So all of y'all who are not tracking, we're going to be doing a fantasy fishing thing, and we're doing it end of the year. The money goes towards the end of the year. So it'll be a pool there, $5, and you Venmo Tony. And I will, I'll pull up your Venmo I've got it on my phone, and I'll put it up on the screen here in a minute so that everybody has that. But if you haven't done fantasy fishing before and you're interested in it, it's a fun reason to stay involved in the current happenings in the organization and in the, just the fishing world. It's kind of why I enjoy it. It gives me like a reason to study and dive into what the guys are doing and staying up to date on all the current happenings, and watch every event. I struggle with carving out time to watch the Elite Series events, and this is a real good reason to kind of put a little investment into it. But yeah, what do y'all got on it? What do y'all want to dive into first?
Do the entry. We'll do the entry into it, the group name, and
okay. And you want to go over that? Let me pull up the thing. Let me see here. Let me get it up.
Just to while Austin's picking that up, just to go back, I thought it was something fun just to get everybody involved across all the divisions. We can kind of just razz each other. I know we razz each other back and forth on the podcast here, but as Austin was saying, it kind of gets a little bit more fun when you know these lakes, and we fish these lakes now that these guys are fishing. And now you kind of you're looking at it, you're seeing who's fishing, what their talents are. You've been there, you've seen it. It gets a little bit more involved. I think so. And just what you were saying, it keeps me engrossed into the fishing season all year round, just to keep up with it and watch it and have something to talk about, you know?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
especially up here where we can't fish. For
Right.
much.
We get to fantasize about fishing, watching these guys fish.
I winterized the boat right after nationals. Like
Instead of hearing Josh and Bonds talk about fishing, they're what are they on? Tournament number 5 now for the year?
Let me pull up this real quick, and then I will pull up the what's it called? Why am I blanking out on words right now?
But we did on the page
Bassmaster.
on Facebook, we put I shared Tony's Venmo. You'll see it up here in a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to pull up.
It's just a $5 buy-in. So you just Venmo him $5, and then you'll send him the password after he receives a notification. It is a private group.
Yeah, and he sent it to me within like 5 minutes. Copy and paste this. All right, banner.
Yeah, it is cool.
Right. Yeah.
Were those the spots you didn't fish?
Here we go. Fire him up.
I was watching. I was watching the leader there for a couple of days. That new kid, and he just happened to be fishing the exact same areas that me and Bob were in, and like I just don't understand it. I wanted to take my computer, I wanted to take my phone and throw it out the truck while I was driving, listening to this. Like, no, this is not happening. We were sitting in that exact same spot.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just shows you the talent that these guys have.
Oh yeah, it's wild. Let me adjust this to make it a little bigger. Okay, I guess I can't. All right, we're gonna send it. All right, so there's his Venmo there at the bottom of the screen. I'm sitting like really close to the camera. Venmo at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you do $5 for him. And then just put in like the notes. I think Venmo has like a notes app, like, hey, for fantasy fishing or whatever. And then does it give you his their phone number, Tony, when they send it?
No, so everybody who's put in the $5 so far, I've looked up their name on Facebook. I've seen them attached to AFFL, and then I've just messaged them on Facebook with the password and the for the fantasy. I've done it that way, so I've been lucky so far.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure I'll run into a problem where someone's not on it.
Raj, and if somebody's not getting it, just let Nick or I know, and we'll figure out how to make that connection. If you can't get a hold of Tony. So this is kind of what the screen looks like if you haven't been. So this is the kind of the home page when you're on your team. And we'll kind of go over the different games that there are. From what I understand, our group is only doing fantasy fishing and Drain the Lake, right?
I think it's just. Are we doing Drain the Lake too?
I think we were just going to start off with fantasy fishing because the Drain the Lake, it starts to get into a whole different strategy. And for a lot of guys that haven't done the fantasy fishing, I figured just that first group would be the first way to go. And if it blooms into something more, we can start Drain the Lake next year.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. So I'll kind of dive into them briefly on what they are. The main focus is going to be the fantasy fishing. We'll dive into that one last and kind of go in depth on that one. For the pick'em, it's super easy. And I don't think there's a way to tailor this into the groups at all, but this is just if you want to do it. Bassmaster gives away prizes, and other groups have different ways to judge it for prizes. But you're picking between these two anglers. So like on Gunnersville in this event, you're gonna pick, who's gonna win, Chris Johnston or Trey McKinney, and it's just out of those two. And then you got the two, Gville hammers between Swindle and Howell. And you just kind of are going to pick between these two, right? for the Drain the Lake is going to be the same way as I haven't set my picks yet, so you can't see them. Where do I click it to see them? Oh, set your buckets. It's the same way as the fantasy fishing. You're going to pick an angler, 5 anglers out of each event. And
Boston, it's 8 on Drain the Lake.
Oh, it's 8. Oh, my apologies. Yeah. Okay, yeah, 8. But once you use them for they're only used for one event. So you have to, that's what Tony's talking about. There's a whole nother strategy there of what you're going to do. Because if I use these top 8 right here, I can't use them the rest of the season. So like Matt Airy might be better up in North Carolina on the Pasquotank Chowan River than he's going to be on Guntersville. So I might not want to use him right now, which I think is kind of showing, right? Like this Fisher, I don't know how to say his name, but he is a pretty good favorite in Guntersville. So you're seeing a lot of people are picking him. I don't know if the Drain the Lake goes into the percentages like fantasy fishing does. But basically there's it's kind of like odds in horse racing or NASCAR or whatever racing bets, where the lower percentage, more points you get. I don't know if that's a fact for Drain the Lake, but for fantasy
it
fishing,
is.
it is. Okay, it does count for the Drain the Lake too. Okay. So then that's just if y'all want to play that part. What we're doing is the fantasy fishing. So there's 5 different buckets. And I'll cheat code with y'all and go ahead and show you my buckets, and I'll even explain kind of how I made my picks. So you have Alpha through Echo buckets, and there's a certain group of anglers in each bucket, and you have to pick one from that list. And I'm not completely finalized on this yet. I'm still doing some research and making decisions here, but this is my initial full picks or initial 5 picks. And I have reasonings behind all of them. Obviously, I'm going to take Hank Cherry on Guntersville. I think you're crazy if you don't. I love that man to death, and he has a bone to pick with Guntersville every time he's there. And coming out of not making the classic last year, I think he's coming out headstrong, ready to fight. You're going to set your tiebreaker. And this is just a kind of a wild guess for me. I'm thinking pre-spawn, Guntersville. The grass is good from what I've heard. I think they're going to bring a lot of fat fish to the scale. So we'll see. And then this is kind of what the buckets look like. So you have a handful of anglers from each bucket, and you can only pick from that bucket for A. Like you can't move B guys over to A. Like you have to pick one from each bucket. And these percentages are kind of what I was talking about. Like somebody who's a lower percent, like Austin Felix, if he finishes high, he's going to have, like, let's just say Austin Felix wins the Derby, and so does Wes Logan. If you have him with a 0.2%, you're going to get more points than Wes Logan with a 15.1. Which that'll all iron itself out kind of.
I never knew that.
Yeah, but if so, like say you have Wes Logan finishes second, right? There's a big boost for first place, but or maybe it's the top 10, there's a big boost. But let's say Wes Logan finishes second with 15.1%, you might get 250 points for him. But if Shane LaHue with 0.6% is in third, then you're going to get like 350. It's all, I don't know how the math works or like what the calculations are to that. It might be on here somewhere. I can try to find that and explain it later. But there's definitely something to it. I just don't know exactly how that works.
They definitely do some funky formula, and I think it's designed to have those anglers that aren't picked, or they wouldn't be the high percentage picks. For the people that do pick the low percentage picks, they get boosted points. Plus,
for sure.
I think, I don't know if you went into this, but if the leader from each day If they're in first place or they maintain first place, there's extra points awarded at the end as well.
Right. And I think they give points for big fish too for each day. And then the overall big fish, there's like all the little things that get little boosts. And what we'll do is we'll kind of, I think it breaks it down, if I'm not mistaken, in your results. So after this first one, I'll kind of go over, I'll pull up mine and kind of show you how I did here. I think I've got a pretty good pick on this one. I really like some things I've seen about this guy. Wes Logan, I think, is the obvious choice. And I mean, grass, he's from Alabama and he's a stick. I think, if I remember right, doing my research on it, second and fourth in both elite events, he's fished on Guntersville. So definitely a strong pick there. Brandon Polinick, obviously, this time of year, there's always jerk bait bite. And if there's a jerk bait bite, he's going to find it. Bo Browning, did a lot of research on this kid and the D bucket. I didn't really like a lot of the picks in D bucket.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
It's kind of a tough one to pick from.
Yeah.
So I started doing some research on this guy. And so like I'll show you kind of how it works. You can click on them from this. I might be able to do it from there too. So if you click on them, it'll take you to Bassmaster's website and you can look at all their, times in the money, first place finishes, all that. So like you look, this kid's already won 51 grand and he's a rookie.
It shows you something else though. If you actually go to the where you can pick, go back to your team and then go down a little bit. Go down. Yeah. So now like go click on one of those guys when you're trying to pick someone. Like if you click on one of them, it'll tell you not that, like just click on the name. And then, why see like mine shows, go down a little.
Does it show like what are you trying to look at?
Like if I click on one, it gives like a biography and it shows like their strengths.
Oh yeah. I think it does it for the ones that are established, but like he's a brand new rookie. But I did a little bit of digging around on this kid, and he's like a chatterbait connoisseur. And I think we all know. Rod. Oh man, this one is getting unhinged tonight already. But yeah, he's a chatterbait fiend, and you look at his like total tournaments and you look, he's middle of the pack in a lot of these, like even this one here. Oh wait, he's not a rookie. I thought this kid was a rookie for some reason.
He's in his second year or third year, isn't he?
Oh, maybe he is. I think I'm thinking about someone else I was looking at. I might have to change.
I think more importantly, you picked him over some big sticks like Hackney and Christie, some big jig guys out there.
So I like them, but I don't know. Like if you just look at their results, let's look at D bucket. I think I'm looking at this too a lot. So I'm going from playing. So the way I did it, I broke it down by my top 3 people for each bucket and who are the safe bets and who are a swing bet that's gonna, has a chance to make real big points. So like for me and Bravo bucket, Wes Logan, I think is a real safe bet. But he also has a chance to do good. But there's a lot of like sticks that could just show out in any of these. Easton Fothergill, I know he won the classic scoping, but he's shown that he can do it without live scope as well. Any of these, Caleb Cuphall's done good up there.
The big strategy, basically, Austin, where you get is you want your guys to make it to the last round. To get it to they want to be in the top 10 because you maximize your points by them getting to the top 10.
For sure. And then also looking at like you don't want somebody that's gonna bomb it. So I might need to readdress D bucket now that I'm sitting there thinking about it. I think I'm.
I like your pick.
My notes.
I think you stay. I think you stay with your pick.
I mean, maybe, yeah. Of course you do. I think I was thinking somebody else, but yeah.
So they'll send the Venmo to Tony. Tony will send the password, and then what you'll do is sign up for Bassmaster Fantasy. And then if you go to the top of the page real quick,
Yep. And
you'll
we have
see.
groups.
Keep going.
Wait,
Where's the
delayed? Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
groups.
So you'll click join.
Yep.
And you search AFFL Nation or National, and we're right here.
Then you'll have to type in the password, and then
Right.
So those are the people that are registered right now.
Yeah, it's like right here. If when you're not signed in, it shows a password block, and if you put it in, it'll tell you it's incorrect or whatever. But until you get the other half of the password, that's what I was doing last week. I was trying to type in Brotherhood and didn't realize he gave me a half of the password. But so once you do leave it, once you join it, then you can pick from. It'll show up. Like if you hover over groups, it'll show up. And I haven't gone through all of them yet, but if you go to the group directory, just to maximize what you can win, like Tackle Warehouse group, there's a lot of public groups that are just giving stuff away just to be in them with no entry. So like if you're doing it, do it for real and jump in all of these because like Tackle Warehouse, I think every year it's like $1,000 they do of like they're going to send you like $1,000 worth of baits, rods, reels, line, all the things. And there's all kinds of groups in here that do the same thing. Seagar's doing $500. Outcast doing $100 per event. Like there's all these different things that you can win. Bass U's doing something. So while you're in it, jump in some of these other groups as well. And if you strike big and win a derby, then you'll win some events or win some prizes too. So there is that. Anybody got any questions on it?
Bobby's still going.
D-bucket till you need us, cuz.
I know I threw this kind of out there before. What's your and I know Nick talked about it. What's your thoughts on each for a tournament winner?
Oh, doing like each event doing a t-shirt?
Right.
I like it. You like it, Nick?
Yeah.
Send it. Maybe we can come up with one. I might come up with a design for like the fantasy fishing thing. I just can't use their logos and branding and all of that. So if I can come up with a cool design, we'll do that. Or does everybody like just doing whatever month we're in, doing that monthly t-shirt?
That's what I was thinking right there.
I think that's a good, easy idea.
Yeah. I think it keeps the guys in it that if they have one or two bad tournaments, and it's hard to play catch up, but you still have that opportunity to catch a, grab a shirt or whatnot.
Yeah,
for sure. Absolutely. Who's got questions on the fantasy fishing? Drop them in the comments real quick. And I'm going to, what I'll do is I will throw his Venmo in. I'm going to move around. I'll throw it in the comments so that everybody, you can just copy and paste that comment right there. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I'll post it there, copy and paste it. And then, so if anybody wants it, it's right there. And then there was something else I was going to do, talk about on that, but I don't remember what it was. Standard ops, losing my train of thought lately. But yeah, Gunnersville. I think it'll be a good event. But make sure, that's what I was going to bring up. Make sure y'all get in on that quick. We have 10 days before that event locks in. I think it locks in the night before, or maybe it's like midnight the first day of the tournament. Is when what's 10 days from now?
So it's going to lock on February 5th at 6 a.m.
Okay, right before. Yep.
It'd be Thursday morning, 6 a.m. right before blast off.
Yep. So make sure you're paying attention to Bassmaster's website. They'll be talking about how practice is going on their Instagram and all that. They'll be interviewing anglers and kind of seeing how things are going. So make sure y'all are paying attention to all that. To kind of help you change some last minute picks if you feel the desire to. But other than that, that's all I've got on the fantasy fishing part of it. I do agree with this. I was looking at Drew Benton on, I don't remember which bucket he's in. He was definitely a consideration, but
Hey, back off. All right.
looking at the weather, I don't know. I feel like he needs a good warm trend, and right now it does not look like Gunnersville is going to be on a good warming trend. Like they're going to be sliding up shallow. It looks like it's going to be a deeper bite, maybe. But you know how it is. Fish like to do stupid things that don't make sense. So
That lake sucks.
yeah, they could be on beds for all we know.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
My experience down south so far is nothing well.
Not good on the Tennessee River chains so far. They're not as easy as the pros make them look. That's for sure.
New Hampshire will show you how easy it is at St. Lawrence, so don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for the St. Lawrence. I'm nervous, obviously, with the wind and the waves and all of that. Definitely has my nerves going, but I'm still excited. Like catching 5 pound small.
What you really got to watch out for is those like rollers from either a yacht or one of the barges that went by like 10 minutes prior.
Right.
You can't even see them. You're just airborne the next second.
I hit
Get
one
those
like
rogue
that.
waves.
I hit one like that on Gunnersville. I was coming down by the bridge, like down by the town of Gunnersville, right outside Browns Creek. And I was looking at my map and I seen the boat, but like I was so far from the boat, like I didn't even realize I was even coming close to his wakes. And like next thing I know, I'm Ricky Bobby flying through the air. This is not good. And come down, just boom. Get to my spot that I was going to, pull the troll motor up, dead. And I was like, what the heck? You know what happened? I hit that wave so hard it ripped the breaker, ripped the screws out and shattered it. Like there was plastic everywhere. So it wasn't connected. The metal wasn't connected for the electrical connection anymore. So I had to sit there and like I took a leftover bolt I had, put the nut together and wrapped the whole thing in electrical tape to where it was just hardwired straight up with no breaker.
That was when we were just down there?
Yeah. I have a picture of it somewhere. If I can pull it up, I'll send it. I got back. I went back, opened up the hatch. I was like, well, that is not good. Let me see if I can find it. I'll throw
Josh
it
has
up
got
on
the
screen.
secret weapons going here.
Case of bubblegum flukes. That might work. I mean, smallies like pink. I don't know if they work like it up there.
12-inch flukes.
12-inch flukes. Got them studs up there. What is the little fish? Gobies?
Oh yeah, you'll
Big
catch
giant
gobies,
12-inch gobies.
guaranteed.
There's no more gobies up there.
Nothing.
They all died. There's no bait. Heard they like big 12-inch Alaskan lobsters.
Yeah, speaking of that area, there was a there's something going around on one of my Facebook feeds that there's a girl in a kayak that just bagged a 7 1/4 smallmouth somewhere up there.
On
I
the
don't know if she
river?
was on St. Lawrence or she was on Erie, but she's on one of the lakes up that way. 7 1/4 on a kayak, smallmouth.
Goodness
Probably she was
gracious.
fighting a shark.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a
I
heck
can't
of a
imagine.
fucking ride, dude. That would be awesome. Why can't I find the
That's
pictures
crazy.
from Gunnersville?
Good
I
thing
would
she's
never-
rocking 40-pound braid.
What?
There it is. Oh, I guess that took a video. I'm going to have to screenshot it.
I don't even think I'd even take a kayak out on any of those places up there.
No way. And then, yeah, so not mention just fighting the fish. I mean, just the overall, like, fighting everything.
I hope everyone gets to experience the posse of speedboats too. Have you seen those, Tony?
So they do that speedboat challenge up there where they all dump them in, but they also do it up at Lake Champlain too. Out of where were we talking about? You wanted to move it to? Oh God. Oh, Mallett's Bay.
Oh yeah.
They run all the large speedboats out of there, but the St. Lawrence, when they run them, I mean, it's a full-on parade, and they're just zooming right by you. Top speed.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing 90, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Like 20 of them. It's crazy.
All right, here we go. Pulling it up.
And don't forget to, if you're planning on going, make sure you book a room because they're filling up.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. There it is. That's what. Just from a wave. Exploded. I wonder if I can zoom in on it. Like, just destroyed it.
Out of all the things to break.
I know. Everything else was fine. It just exploded, I guess. Like that whole, like that's where the connection runs across was just completely removed. So I had to, I think what I did is I just took the, I've replaced it now, but I took this connection off, took that bolt off, slid it in there, or took that nut off, slid it in there, tied them together, and then just wrapped everything in electrical tape to make sure it, I mean, it was definitely still sketchy, but it is what it is. It didn't burn up the trolling motor. That's what I was worried about. What is this here? Oh, nice. Yeah, if anybody has connections down there, then we talked the other night. I didn't realize it was that weekend. I think he told me that, but I didn't realize how close that was when he told me. Because that's what's today? I don't even know what today is. Today's the 25th. Yeah, that's coming up. Hit up Bobby, or if y'all can't get a hold of Bobby, let me know and I'll pass the info if anybody has anything around Fort Benning connection. Yeah, Philip. I don't know if Philip's on here. I haven't seen his name. I'll hit up Philip if I haven't seen him on here yet. Usually he is in here commenting.
So that's for the fantasy fishing. I guess that's it for that. So join up the if you want in on that, like you said, T-shirt every winner of every month, and then the cash payout at the end.
Yep, and something to consider. Oh, go ahead, Nick. What are you saying?
What do we have for entries? We got 7 right now.
For what?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 7 people in the group right now.
We got 7.
Yep.
I know Josh Morgan's paid. I sent him the password.
Yeah, he's in there.
All right.
There's one thing I put on my phone I need to send over and share as well. Just a consideration for the events while you're picking through them. I kind of talked about it. It took me forever to find this. So I will post it in the comments as well. But there is, nope, not that. If you're not tracking the 2026 rules, half the season is live scope and half is not. So if you're not tracking which events are and which events aren't, it took me forever to find it, but here it is. So screenshot this real quick, or I'll throw this picture in the comments. I had to use ChatGPT to find it. Like I scrubbed the Bassmaster website forever to find the information on what is an FSS tournament and what is not, and ended up finding this link. It's on their website, but I had to have ChatGPT pull it for me because I couldn't.
No forward facing on Champlain, huh?
Right. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cool deal. Seeing it like I kind of wish maybe that one, but I mean it's cool that you've got a smallmouth northern fishery with and without.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty neat concept. I like that they're not doing it on Santee. I think that's going to make it significantly harder for a lot of the folks. They have been able to show up the last few years on Santee and make it look like this crazy fishery that it really isn't if you're not using live scope. I mean, it is. It's a great fishery. I don't want to knock it, but it's a lot of the things those guys were doing. Live scope played big advantages, and they didn't broadcast it, I think, as much as they should have. Lake Murray is going to be cool. I feel like that would have been a harder one without forward-facing sonar. You would have. I mean, people would have did the same thing they did the last few years, just sit out on the herring points. But I think the live scope kind of helped them a little bit out there as well. This one's going to be interesting, I think. I think that's
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I think that's just a sub for the Sabine River. It's just going to be an absolute grinder.
Yeah.
$5, Bobby, and you're gonna Venmo Tony here, and I will throw that up. Why is it? What's happening? It's not allowing me to throw the banner up for some reason. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. There we go. Here it is. That's the Venmo you need to send it to. And just put in the notes that it's for the fantasy fishing, and he'll get you squared away on the password for the league. Just search AFFL-Nation. And I'll text you, Bobby, if you're having trouble with that. I'll make sure you're getting squared away on it.
When you talk about the forward facing, no forward facing, do you know if the anglers got to vote on this, or was it by random draw, or did the directors pick it on their own?
From what I read, it was a coin flip. Let me see if I can find the link. The link I had was an article that I could not find on their website without using ChatGPT, like I was saying, and it pulled up a link on their website. Let me pull up my ChatGPT history here and pull it up. Coin flip results. I'll pull up the thing and show it. All right.
Speaking of forward facing, you see that new Lowrance Active Target 2 XL?
It is. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
Nick sent me a link to it. I've been infatuated watching it for like the last 2 weeks now.
Yeah. There's a video out there too, and it tells you how to like take two transducers, and then you have like a live 360 the way you position them.
Yeah, I saw that, but at what point and how much money do you keep throwing into the boats? You know, just to get views underneath.
A live 360 would be pretty cool.
It would be. It would be. I don't know if it would help me down in Gunnersville or on Lake Chickamauga, but it'd be pretty cool to see the fish that weren't biting.
Yeah, so they paired each event and then coin flipped for heads or tails. Is FFS or not. And I guess it was Tommy Sanders and all them, Mark Zona, Davey Height. It was on a live show. I didn't see it. I don't know where they aired it at. I wish I would have known. I probably would have watched that one. It was probably a pretty interesting conversation. But I'll put this link if anybody wants to read it. I'll drop it in the comments as well, and then I'll post the picture in here as well. But I think I have to do that from Facebook. So there is the link to that. I don't think I can add from our StreamYard event. I don't think I can do that. Let me see. But yeah, y'all are both Lowrance guys, right?
What's that?
Y'all are both Lawrence guys, right? You have Lawrence on your boat, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do it?
I don't know. Yeah,
Why not?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. I mean, like it gives you a way wider angle, like behind the boat and everything. I don't know if you can find like a video of it, but basically you don't.
Yeah.
So on the transducer, you don't have to take it up and like flip it in certain directions. The only time you do is scout mode, and it's very easy. If you watch the video, it just flips up.
Really?
But the down and forward are, you just change the setting on your graph. It's all built into the one transducer, and the image looks a lot. I mean, I have active target 1, so I'm sure 2's better. Now this 2XL is probably even better. But yeah, it's just the angle on it's incredible.
The problem is the whole issue becomes trying to get it lined up on the basic active target, trying to get it lined up. As Nick was saying, every time you want to change it, you got to pull it up, you got to change it, move it over. It becomes a big pain, and then to boot, like I guess what they call their 360. You can have it on the trolling motor, you can have it on the active target, but if it's on the trolling motor, you can't spot lock. All right, so that trolling motor is going to be able just to not do anything. If you go into spot lock mode, it destroys everything. It just completely screws everything up.
That's why I wish Lowrance would come out with like Hummingbird's, what that target lock that they have.
Right.
Oh,
The pole where you can, I guess you can like click a button where it's in sync with the trolling motor, or you can take it off of that and use it independently. I wish Lowrance would do that, because like I want to get a separate pole on the boat, but at the same time, it's like, good luck trying to use 2 foot pedals when Yeah,
it's tough.
I see.
I get
exactly
2 foot pedals on the boat. It's tough.
Yeah.
I got Bob yelling at the back of me, keep the boat steady.
That's funny. So this is what you're talking about, that Scout XL. So it's kind of like a 360.
So it gives you a full 180. So what they're saying is, instead of buying a Humminbird unit, putting the Humminbird Mega 360, you could just buy another transducer. I'm pretty sure you can tie it into the same box and then just put one facing forward, one facing back, and now you have complete live 360.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Because the Humminbird Mega 360, if I'm not mistaken, it just it's like a ping, right? It's not live.
Right.
No, it's pretty quick, and I think they're working on Live 360 from what I've seen. But yeah, so I see what you're saying here. I think it kind of talks about it. Combining 2 systems unlocks an industry-first Scout Live 360 view.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for the tune of $4,000.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the big part, and it does you dual transducers and modules. Oh, and modules required. I assume that's the black box they're talking about.
So you have to buy a separate box too. So now you have more juice on your battery, and
and you also need that HDS Pro at $2,500 a head unit, I think is what they cost. So crazy.
But the angle on it, like that, see, they're showing you right there in that video. That's all you do to flip it.
Just a little switch. Kind of like the perspective mount or whatever they call it for the Garmin.
Yeah.
Huh. I hadn't really done a lot of research on this one. You had mentioned it to me, and I've seen some videos about it, but I hadn't seen the whole Scout thing. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, see the transducer too, that picture of the transducer, you can see it has the down and the forward. So like to switch between those two is nothing. You just put the mode on your graph and that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't even think I've ever really used just the down on it.
I haven't either.
I've used
go ahead.
I used the down, the forward, and then the shallow, the scout mode on it. The forward and the down, they're very, very finicky. They're very, very close to each other if you don't have it set up right. So I just generally keep it mostly in the forward position, but I just have it just tilted enough so I have everything straight forward, straight down, and then going out.
Yeah.
Instead of constant going out.
For sure.
I tried scout mode before. I don't know. I haven't fine tuned it enough, I think, to be comfortable with it.
Yeah, so Garmin has I have the first transducer for mine, the LVS 32, not the new 34. And I don't know, like I've tried doing the perspective mount or perspective mode, I think is what they call basically it's like I don't remember the angle, like how much view you're getting, but
Yeah.
it's just like it's good like 20 feet out. Everything else is a blur. And I mean, that might be the way I have it set up. I don't know. I tried playing with settings. I watched 100 videos on it. And I seen the LVS 34, the new transducer. That's what a lot of the guys were doing. They were using the LVS 62, I think is what it was called, the saltwater version that shoots out way further, big giant transducer. And before they went to the one transducer rule, like Justin Hamner during the Classic, what he was doing is he had the big 30 or 62 in perspective mode, looking way out, finding the brush piles and all the things, and then he had a forward facing one as well, so he knew exactly which way to turn and whatnot. But
Who was the angler that was using a Lowrance screen, but they had the LVS attached into it? There's an actual setup that you can buy.
Oh, I wasn't tracking that.
You can use an LVS into your Lowrance mod.
So Steve, Bass Fishing Electronics up here, he put out a video on it. It's like an HDMI cable basically that goes from your box to the Lowrance. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
And the settings all work together the same?
I don't know, like the whole. I don't know everything behind it, but his video made it seem very simple, and you just interact with it like that.
No kidding. I didn't even know that was a possibility. I'm surprised.
There's a couple videos on it after they showed them on, I think it was either MLF or Bass, one of them. Everybody was questioning, like, hey, how is he using LVS on a Lowrance graph? And then a couple guys did some videos on it, and then Steve Estes from Bass Fishing actually did something as well. Was it Randy Howell? Yeah.
That tracks. He's always trying to stay ahead. He's an absolute gangster. Speaking of that, I'm curious. The pick'em that we were looking at earlier, speaking of Randy Howell, I think that's going to be that's a hard pick between Randy Howell and G-Man. What do y'all think? Who if you were gonna pick it, who are you picking?
Probably G-Man.
Yeah, I actually went with G-Man. I picked him. He's in my bucket. He's an old faithful in Gunnersville. You have to go with. Sometimes you just have to go with the guys that know
gut. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's kind of why I like the Fisher Anaya kid. He is a rookie, but has been on Gunnersville his entire life, like whole life grew up there. Same as G-Man. But I don't know. Randy Howell's been on one lately. He's definitely grinding it out. What we got here? And listen, I've been in that boat. It likes to throw as a co-angler. It likes to throw your brand new setup you got at the Bassmaster Classic out the back. I'm just kidding. That 100% my fault. I did not strap it down. That was not the boat's fault. That was my fault. But talk about a fast boat. Rides smooth as butter.
Too.
Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful. And if anybody doesn't know Bobby Edwards, there's not a person on this earth that takes better care of their equipment. I mean, even the small little details, tightening screws on the water. Every little thing he looks at and takes care of. You're not finding a better used boat with the quality you're getting out there. Hit him up. He's got it on Boat Trader. I think he still has it on there. Or not Boat Trader, Bass Boat Central. And all over his Facebook. So click on his Facebook right now, and if you're interested in it, I know he's got it on there somewhere. It's on mine too, but you probably have to scroll a good ways. Awesome, beautiful though. But see, I'm not the only crazy one here. I don't know. I don't know if I can. That's a hard pick for me. I love G-Man. Like, G-Man's one of my favorite anglers of all time. The personality, fishing, and everything. But
Bobby actually brought up a good point. I don't know if you saw it in the chat. G-Man had knee surgery. Is he going to be ready to go for the tournament? And then that's something to take in consideration.
Oh yeah. Right here. I didn't even think about that. Interesting. Hopefully,
they make seats. You can put a seat on the front deck. That's good.
Seeing G-Man out there with the paw seat, oh, that would be hilarious.
That might work to his advantage. Slow fishing. Awesome.
Yeah.
You said it was a cold front down there.
It is. That's what it's looking like. Let me pull up the Weather Channel again. I looked at it earlier today. And Gunnersville was showing what just happened. What is happening right now? My computer just went crazy.
Both knees? I didn't know that.
Oh, he's doing both? I didn't know it was both. I knew one. Goodness, is he gonna be out there in a wheelchair?
Listen, have you seen that guy with no arms and legs that slays bass? Like,
that's fair. And,
Hunter Bogman.
God.
Yep, Hunter Bogman. Yep, and whacks them on a jig bow. I mean, tears them up on a jig. And then I don't think I played it here, but if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've definitely seen it. Couple of weeks ago, I was at a shooting competition here in South Carolina, and there was a guy shooting steel challenge match with his feet. Never seen it before in my life. Had a Glock 19 in his feet. He was using one foot around the back strap, and the other foot was wrapped around his support foot / trigger finger. I mean, wild. Guy had no arms. So I don't know. G-Man's a tough dude. I think he'll figure it out. Be cool to see him out there in, like, one of the little scooters people use, with like the knee pad on it. That'd be funny watching him out there in that. I mean, I think with how tough of a person G-Man is, I think he'll be fine.
I think through and through with the way the lake's going to set up, if it's those cold fronts coming through, it's going to be guys, the old school guys, and guys that just throw the jig nice and slow. I don't think you're going to see like some of these young guns with the chatterbaits and all the other fancy things. Even Lee Livesey was a consideration for me. I didn't go with him, but he was a consideration.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can't knock Lee, especially in the early season. It feels like in the, when they're staying down south and all that, he's done good. That would be hilarious. And the old Forrest Gump braces. That would be pretty funny. And G-Man's personality, he'd be cracking jokes the whole time about himself. That would be pretty funny. Let's look at the 10-day for Gunnersville. I have it coming up. My computer's starting to run like really slow for some reason and skip out. I don't know what's going on. I might have too many things open right now. It's 17 in Gunnersville right now. Derby starts on the 5th, right? Thursday,
yeah.
Yep. So, no. In the 20s and 30s at night, highs in the mid 40s, low 50s, and consistent, not like coming up or down. I mean, I guess you call it a warming trend going from 42, 42, 47, 51, 47, 45, 51, 51, 52. A slight warming trend, but not.
Is that cold? Is that cold for Gunnersville?
That's freezing for Gunnersville. Lows in the 27, high in the 45, low in the 27. AM rain and ice on the first day of the Derby. I think
Tony's got a lot to say right now. I can see it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, cold is a relative term.
That weather that they have that they're going to experience down there is like our first week in June here.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like shorts,
It starts that warm
t-shirt.
and trend and then dips right down.
Yeah. That's tough for Connersville. Northern Alabama. That's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, below 70 degrees to me is cold. I don't think I could fare well up there in the northern states. I think
St.
I would
Lawrence
struggle
in
pretty good.
November, then. That's what we're doing.
St. Lawrence in November, just a mental play. See who's mentally tough. Man.
I'll tell you, it taxes your mental ability when you're out there and 2 hours into it and it's 40 degrees or that there's no sun out there. Why am I doing this? Why?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's the worst fishing out there in the cold, and especially if it's raining. Like I can do cold fishing, and I can do raining. I can't do both. Like being wet and cold is the most miserable thing in the world.
Sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to dive back into the Elite Series and watch the events. I'm in the Air Force, so I can just, sit at my desk and watch the Elite Series all day.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wish my days were that slow some days. I might be able to pop it up for 35 seconds and then phone's ringing, got something going on.
Mike Sheehan brings up a good point there. Yeah. Anybody pick Justin Bartlett?
Yeah. I mean,
the A bucket.
I reckon I need to go scoop him up. I didn't even think about it. I kind of looked him over. I'll make that change right meow. Gotta have an AFFL guy in our lineups. I mean, I feel like we're not doing the brotherhood justice if we don't. That sounds delicious. I've not had perch.
So there's actually it's on the St. Lawrence in Clayton. There's a pub that they do. A couple times I've gone up there. They don't have it all the time, but they do like perch tacos and stuff. What's the name of that pub, Tony? The one that like the bigger one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But they have it on the menu sometimes, so maybe we'll have it when we're up there.
I'm down. I'll try it.
Yeah.
I love fish, so
I think I've seen walleye on it before too, if I'm not mistaken.
I've had
walleye's big up there.
Delicious. Yeah. I've never heard perch. I've heard so many great things about perch. Are you talking the big yellow jumbo perch, right?
Jumbo yellow perch. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to try it. So that track's hard to walleye, but I mean, like compared to a crappie for me, like put it in Southern terms for me, like compared to a crappie. Do y'all? I mean, is crappie a Northern thing or no? Is it just
people eat it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, down here, like that's the best fish. No doubt.
Yeah. I still think that's probably has the edge over perch, but
you think crappie does?
Yeah.
Like crappie's better?
I mean, so what he's saying is it tastes a lot better coming through the ice too, because it's coming out of cold water.
Oh, like in the wintertime, they're better than if you go out there in the middle of the summer. Yeah. That makes sense. I can get that. Diet's probably a little cleaner as well. Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough. They're all good, all delicious. That's fair. I'll give you that. I think we should do something like that. Go up there in St. Lawrence this year and catch a mess of fish ourselves. Like everybody that's practicing, if you catch a perch or a crappie or whatever fish that's not a bass while you're out there, crappie, whatever, just bring it back to the ramp during practice and on the last night.
There's no perch in the river.
Oh, there's none?
No.
All right, bring all the gobies you can catch.
No gobies either.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. Roger. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I do agree with this. I don't know if he's watching right now, but Lonnie Drew, she's always on here talking. One of the South Carolina guys during COVID, he got furloughed and he went down to Clark's Hill and the spots are just as much as you can catch. I mean, you can just go out there and catch them hand over fist. And he brought back a limit. It's a 15 fish limit, I think is what it is. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. But he brought back a limit for like 30 days of furlough. Just took his camper down there, towed the boat down separately, and then stayed there for 30 days catching spots. Brought them back and had a huge fish fry. And it was one of the best fish fries I've ever had. He does like a really good batter too that helps a lot. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have told me they were bass, I'd have never known. You told me they were crappie or brim or something like that, I'd 100% believed you. They were delicious.
It's all going to come down on how you cook it. You know,
I mean, that's
what
fair
you use
too.
for fish
Yeah.
fry and
Yeah.
spices and whatnot.
But I think it'd be cool if we catch in a bunch of, edible fish, have all the guys that are practicing, and we'll just throw a big fish fry together.
There's
On
some
the last
monster
day.
walleye up there. Oh, Tony you caught one when I saw you up at that AVA event.
Yep.
Dang.
That thing was at least 20 pounds. Took me about a half hour to get them in.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
I didn't know they got that big.
8-pound line, 8-pound test I had them on. I thought I had a monster smallie.
And they got teeth, right?
This is it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild. That's crazy. Dang, Mike, you don't like fish? Just good at catching them.
That's
Doesn't
it.
like to eat them. I mean, I'm with you. Like I don't eat fish on a regular basis, but I do enjoy it. I just got to be in the mood for it. You just got to try it with us. I mean, just try it. I'll say we do a fish fry at the National. We'll figure
Good
it
old
out.
fish nuggets.
Yeah,
That's it.
that sounds like a good time. Little nuggets and just like popcorn fish.
Get the Louisiana guys to bring up some of that Cajun seasoning.
Yes. All right, Josh,
Now you're
you're in
talking.
charge of bring in the right seasonings. I'll get the breading since I'm from Kentucky and we know how to fry things. Y'all bring the seasonings, and the northern guys, y'all are going to teach us how to catch all the edible fish up there. And the last day of the tournament, we'll have a fish fry. Boom. We've already got the plan. It's easy money.
There it is.
We got it. Just bring a tub. Just make a whole tub. Just batter them all up and throw them in the fryer.
The goby fries.
Goby fries. Can you eat them? Like, is that a legit thing?
Probably
I'll
not.
try
I
anything once.
wouldn't eat those things. No way. They're
Dude, I was like, the first time I caught one, I was scared to touch it. They're freaky looking. I'm like, what is this? What is this thing?
We will fry one.
They're like this. I mean, some of them get pretty big, but they're,
All right, let's make
there's
a pact.
thousands of them, dude. You cast your line out there, and you just tick.
I'll bring a cast net, and we'll make goby fries. But I got to get y'all's word right here that you're gonna try them with me. Tony's like, hell no. All right, well, I just won't tell you what it is. And it's walleye, I promise.
All you southern guys are gonna be like shooting squirrels out of the trees and stuff. And
We can do it down here. It's legal in South Carolina from the boat. I just think the boat can't be moving or something. There's like a weird rule to it. I don't know. Scared the shit out of me. I was at Pax Landing, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I hear a 20 gauge pop off in the middle of the summer. Like, I mean, duck season, you're used to it, but kind of blew my mind. There was like 4 of them. They're delicious. Talking stripers.
rock bass, like a freshwater.
Y'all don't like stripers up there?
No, like rock.
Oh no,
bass.
rock bass.
They're like a
Oh.
ugly, like panfish looking thing.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Super
I just
invasive.
assumed he was talking like rockfish, like stripers.
The rock bass up here, especially up at Champlain, they
Like
pay the
warmouth.
Canadians to come down, catch as many as they can, then bring them back for fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
Yeah, they have like kills. Like the New Hampshire puts on like kill tournaments on lakes.
For rock bass?
Yeah,
Like
because they're
crazy
so,
invasive?
yeah.
They're invasive.
I would have never guessed that.
So like Winnipesaukee right now is being overrun with rock bass.
No kidding.
Terrible.
You know, they'll tell you once you catch them, either kill them, throw them up in the air, slam them on the lake on the water so that the eagles will come down and get them. And then even Champlain, there's parts of Champlain that's completely overrun with them. You go to the bedding areas and you see rock bass all over the place.
Dang.
When you
We
take
catch them
them
in the
like
creeks.
when you lip them, you just take them and like flip them up in the air, and they do 600 backflips. And when they hit the water, you can just see them like.
Dang. That's wild. I had no idea that was a problem up there. We catch them in the creeks in Kentucky, but I would have never guessed they were invasive. And
No, they're brutal.
they're natural though here, right? They're not, I guess, invasive. They're just taking over.
Yeah. They're a
not.
natural fish to this area, but they've taken over.
Right.
And I think they've taken over because they've had all the grass kills. They've really eliminated the areas where bass can go and where all the fish can just move and have their own predatory natures, and they've all driven them into one area.
That's fair. That's kind of what's the opposite effect of Santee. That's how Santee was with all the grass kill, and now there's so much grass. Like even right now, like in 8 to 15 feet of water, the grass is still green and like beautiful hydrilla. It's wild. It's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, we've had a lot of 20-degree nights this year, and we still got green grass in the lake. It's a crazy thing. I feel like next year is going to be, if you can figure out where they're at in the grass, like it's going to be wild. But there's just so much of it, it's hard to break down. But. Well, gents, we are at an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a whole lot more to talk. Do y'all?
No, just get join the fantasy fishing if you're interested. Let's grow the group so we can trash talk some more and win some cash and shirts.
Yeah, sure.
A couple people just paid in. I just sent them. I found them on Facebook, and I just sent them the password. So
nice.
I'll find you. If I can't find you, Nick or Austin will hunt you down and get you the password.
Yeah.
Right. And one more time, just so everybody's tracking, AFFL-Nation on the Fantasy Fishing Groups directory, or national. Sorry, it's AFFL-space national.
If you just type in AFFL,
it'll come up. Yeah, just search
it.
AFFL. Venmo right here on the screen to Tony, $5. Put in there what it's for, and he'll get you the password and get you signed into the group. We have until 5 February at 06 a.m. Eastern time, I believe it is. So get in on that real quick while you can. And that's really all you got. If you have not, I'll give a few more seconds real quick to wrap up a few things. Make sure you're putting in hashtag #SITREP in the comments, just like I've got it right there on the screen. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already done so. And we'll do the going away or the giveaway in just a second. Yeah, Bobby, where'd it go? Oh, that's what we needed to do. Right here. We're going to do 4 entries tonight. I completely forgot about this. Thank you for that, Nick. I think we kind of briefly talked about it. Maybe not. It's been a hectic week. Bobby wants to give away from For His Glory Outdoors 3 veterans this year for their annual membership. So what we're going to do right now is or let's do it next week. And I'll think of another hashtag to do for people that don't have a membership already. All right, pause on that. But next week, make sure you tune in because we're going to give it away if you don't already have a membership. Tune in next week and we'll give that away then. But we'll go ahead and do the one now. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and get into this tab. We have 17 entries. Oh, I didn't realize he wants to do that. 3 teams, 6 memberships. So what we'll do is if we hit a giveaway, both partners can enter. and if we draw one, that's for their team. We'll do 3 drawings. We'll pull 3 entries, and then that team. So like if Nick or Bobby and I are a team and my name gets called, then that counts for both of us. That way we're not doing.
Yeah.
That would get awkward if we don't do it another way. So
and then if someone's already a member and they get drawn because there's going to be a couple of different giveaways going on, we can always just refund them their membership that they already paid for.
Perfect.
And then
Easy
do it
money.
that way.
Yep. Perfect. I like that idea. And that kind of keeps it from getting real hectic.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do the giveaway for tonight. One of our monthly t-shirts. Let's see who it is. Hopefully you all got in there in time. Who we got? Thomas Fulmer. That's 2 South Carolina guys in a row.
Rigged. It's rigged.
Oh, Tom Fulmer. Y'all see how I do it. I have no way of controlling it. Tom Fulmer. So Tom, I'll shoot you a text tonight, get your shirt size, what color you want, and all of that, and we'll get you a shirt mailed out tonight.
Get me I need the other one from last week too. I never got his size or.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought I sent that over. I'll kick that over tonight as well.
Right.
And we'll move them both over. Ship them both tonight. Well, that's all I got, gentlemen. Either one of y'all got anything you want to add?
That's it.
Well, appreciate you guys having me on. It was a good time.
Thanks for coming. It was fun. We'll have to have you back on. Especially once you start getting all the details for Massachusetts and getting that division started up there. We'll definitely get you on to start talking about all of those things and kind of what your vision of that state looks like. I'm sure that's going to be a little difficult, but
yeah, Massachusetts is a tough state.
Right.
Tough state.
But we'll get it squared away and help you with whatever you need. So,
and while I got you on,
yep.
Don't forget about Bob Frechette because he'll be helping me win this Massachusetts endeavor.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll have you both on. That'll be some good conversation.
Bob is not getting. I can't see Bob getting on a camera, but you're coming on, Bob.
Oh yeah, it'll be funny. We don't care if you want to come on or not. If you want to be involved, you got to come on. Like it's a voluntold basis. We're all familiar with what that means. But we should all be. Bob was Air Force, right? If I remember correctly. Did some first sergeant time as well, right? I remember us talking about it in Gunnersville. So you know exactly. Bob, I know in your leadership in the Air Force, you voluntold guys to come. So now we're doing it to you. Welcome. Welcome.
Circle of life.
Yep. Yeah, you'll be on here soon. Hopefully he's listening in. But that's all I've got. If y'all don't have anything else, we will see y'all next week. I had to push picking up my little girl this week due to some work things, so I'll have her next week. So I'll try to pop on to help with the giveaways and stuff, but I probably won't be able to be on for the whole show. But we'll figure out what that looks like next week. If the weather in Kentucky even lets me get her next weekend. It's the whole Appalachians are smoked with snow right now, so we'll see how that works. But appreciate you all tuning in. Appreciate you for coming on, Tony, and y'all hanging out with us the whole time. And we'll see y'all next week. Remember, it's not just a tournament. It's a brotherhood. See ya. Thanks for watching another episode of the Sunday Sit Rep. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and go do that now so you don't miss a thing. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. And if you're watching on Apple Podcasts, leave a review so we know how we're doing. We appreciate that feedback. Until next time, remember, it's not just a tournament. It's a brotherhood. See ya.